America's neighbor to the northeast is the nation of Nepal, a country few Americans, other than mountain climbers, know much about. It has a constitutional monarchy form of government, meaning there's a king in charge. He has a long name, His Royal Highness King Birendra Bikram Shah. And he is in the United States now on a state visit, which will include meetings with President Reagan and congressional leaders, a state dinner at the White House, as well as trips to Orlando, Florida, and to Dallas for Sunday's big football game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The 38-year-old king was educated in the United States at Harvard University. His kingdom of Nepal is a nation of 15 million people, roughly the size of the state of Arkansas. It is tucked in between India and Chinese-held Tibet, and is best known to Americans for its beauty, its remoteness, and its great mountains, particularly Mount Everest, the world's tallest, first climbed by Sir Edmund Hillary in 1953. It was largely cut off from the outside world until the early 1950s, but now it faces modern problems and needs. One of its great resources are the very mountains that cut it off from the rest of the world. They are a source of tourist income. Some 5,000 trekkers a year venture into Nepal. Beyond tourism, the mountains and their fast-running streams provide Nepal with a potential source of hydroelectric power, electricity that may be harnessed for development and industry. But the development carries an immediate danger. The need to develop has led to harvests of its rich timber crop. The result has been a serious erosion problem for the mountain country. Its people, largely Hindu with a sizable Buddhist minority, get most of their income from agriculture, fields carved out of mountainsides, because less than 15% of Nepal is suitable for farming. What little industry there is centered in its cities. Kathmandu, the capital, has a population of 200,000. The grandfather of the present king began the process of modernization in 1951, and King Birendra has continued it since he took office in 1975. Your Majesty, welcome.
Thank you.
I understand you are interested, among other things, in getting U.S. support for declaring your nation a zone of peace. Is that correct?
That is correct. And when I am here in Washington, I hope to be talking with President Reagan, also to be able to get the support of the United States for Nepal as a zone of peace.
What do you mean by a zone of peace?
The zone of peace is basically, in short, it's a concept that the Nepalese people have aspired for, so that they will be able to devote more time and resources for the development of a country that needs development to a large extent.
Is what you have in mind a neutrality similar to that of Switzerland or countries like that?
No, I do not think so. It is not exactly a neutrality in the sense of Switzerland. It is basically a concept which we seek through bilateral negotiations and talks with individual countries whom we are friends with. A relation which is based on Nepal not allowing its soil to be used against the country concerned, who accepts the zone of peace concept with Nepal. Mm-hmm. Concepts of Nepal abiding by whatever treaties she has signed. But basically it is motivated by the fact that if we are able to contribute to the peace in our part of the world, we feel that maybe we'll be contributing to the region as a whole, as well as to the world in general.
Do you feel that your nation is in some kind of danger because of its location between India, on the one hand, as we just saw the film about, and Tibet on the other, or does your desire for a zone of peace grow out of a sense of danger?
No, it doesn't. The zone of peace desire basically grows out for the very reason that as a developing country, we want to spend more time and energy on the development of the country.
Well, let's talk about that a moment. I read today that in many ways your land is still considered an ancient land, and even there are very few roads even, and that's where do you want to take your country and why?
Well, basically, like every country in the world today, the objectives that we have laid down is to be able to fulfill the minimum needs of our people.
And you're not doing that now?
we have not been able to achieve these objectives even till today, since Nepal actually came out of its isolation around 1950. So it's a period of 30 years in which we have been able to concentrate on development as well as the building of institutions for development.
What kind of development are you talking about?
Well, previously, as you mentioned, it was based on the basic infrastructures. You mentioned road. To be able to integrate the country also, I mean, roads are vital for a mountainous country. In a mountainous country, building roads is not an easy task. But as we have been able to develop more on our basic infrastructures, we hope now gradually to be able to, again, you mentioned our water resources. This is a new area which we feel that we have the resources, and we feel that it will help Nepal in its development as well as contribute to the region in which we live also, especially in the field of hydroelectricity power.
I see. And you would hope eventually to bring industry into your country? There's very little there now at all, correct?
Well, we have industries, but we'd like to see a lot more. And in this regard, I mean, the government of Nepal has very liberal policies to encourage industrialists and entrepreneurs to come into Nepal and develop these industries. But naturally, our basic emphasis are still on the basic needs that the people need today.
All right. Your Majesty, thank you very much, and have a nice time on your visit to the United States.
Thank you.
जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद